We'll call this meeting to order. Everyone, please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
A moment of silence. All right, this is a recorded live stream, and then we're going to swear in the newly elected auditor, tax collector, and board of supervisors.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So I will, in my capacity as an notary public of the Commonwealth, I will be doing the swearing in tonight. So at first we will be doing auditor, and that would be Clara Thorne. So you can repeat after me.
I know how to project as well.
I, Clara Thorne,
I, Clara Horn,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties of auditor
and that I will discharge the duties of auditor
in East Goshen Township, Chester County,
in East Goshen Township, Chester County,
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good old fellas.
Thank you. Next up, we have Carl Griffin. Please raise your hand. Press one. I, Carl Griffin,
I, Carl Griffin,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth.
and that I will discharge the duties of tax collector
I will discharge the duty of tax collector
in East Goshen Township, Chester County,
in East Goshen Township, Chester County,
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations.
I did.
Older members, I would like to go. I kept them, maybe them.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I will do it.
Good, okay. The others, and some and some. Yeah.
So we will now go to, I have next, Ann Duffield. I, Ann J. Duffield,
I, Ann J. Duffield,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties of Township Supervisor
and that I will discharge the responsibilities of supervisor
in East Goshen Township,
in East Goshen Township,
Chester County,
Chester County,
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
And last but not least, we have Larry Massaro.
No, I love mine. You.
After me, I, Larry Massaro,
I, Larry Massaro,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties of Township Supervisor
and I will discharge the duties of Township Supervisor
in East Goshen Township, Chester County,
in East Goshen Township, Chester County,
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Shoemakers right there. At this time, we need to elect a new chair. I'd like to nominate Cody Bright.
Second.
Need a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. It's all you, Cody.
All in favor?
Oh, no, sorry, all in favor. Yeah, here we did.
You did.
Here we did.
Okay, okay, sorry.
No, for sure. What's the other ones?
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for attending. I want to thank my colleagues as well for their support in my chairmanship. Look forward to running some smooth, efficient meetings this year for the taxpayers. So with that, I would open up the floor for nominations for vice chair / chairwoman.
I'd like to nominate Barbara Emery as vice chair.
I'll second that. Any board comment or comment in the public or on Zoom? With that, we'll call the motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, 5-0.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hmm.
Just put it
Yeah, switch.
in.
You should switch. She should switch.
Not that I know.
Not tonight? Okay, whatever works.
Okay, thank you, Derek. With that, we'll entertain two separate motions here. First for police commissioner, open up the floor for nomination for police commissioner.
I nominate Cody Bright for police commissioner.
Second.
Okay, any board comment comment in the room or on Zoom? If not, I'll call the motion. All in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it, 5-0. With that, I'll open up the floor for alternate commissioner.
I nominate Barbara Emery as alternate commissioner.
I second it.
Any comment from the board, room, Zoom? Okay, call the motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, 5. With that, we'll move right along to opening the floor for nominations for pension committee. I'm happy to nominate Larry Massaro to pension committee.
Second,
Any comment from the board? Room? Zoom? Call the motion, all in favor? Aye. The ayes have it, 5-0. Go ahead and open up the floor for our representative to serve on the Westchester Area Council of Governments.
I nominate Barbara Emery for on the Westchester Area Council of Governments.
I second.
Great. Any comment from the board? The room? Zoom? Okay, call the motion, all in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it, 5-0. Go ahead and turn it over to Derek to go over just briefly what we'll be doing next.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So this is just the annual appointment for township officials and employees. Just some notes here. First and foremost, Dave Ware, Finance Director for East Goshen Township, is no longer with the township. We do wish him well, but we do have Director of Finance, Treasurer, Acting Kelly Brophy. She is here tonight. I look forward to working with Kelly. She's been great so far in the interim, and we've been working well together. So appreciate that relationship, and also looking forward to working with her going forward. We also have to give a big thank you to Carmen Batavio. Up until now, he's been Assistant Fire Marshal. Due to some reasons, not really because of Carmen, but the county and the state is really pushing for a more in-house, I would say, professional staff when it comes to fire marshal and assistant fire marshal. So we made that position in-house because of that push. And I just want to thank Carmen because in addition to Board of Supervisor, he was fire marshal or assistant fire marshal, one or the other, for 23 years. So he did a great job for us, and we appreciate all. And he's not going anywhere. He's been here for a while, and sure he will continue to be. So appreciate you, Carmen. And then just an error on the reappointments, Mr. Chairman. Dwayne Brady is listed as fire marshal and building code official. That should just be fire marshal for Dwayne Brady. And then Kelly Kraus, Director of Code Enforcement, should be the building code official. So I apologize.
Thanks, Derek.
And that is all the notes.
Thank you. I think we can make one motion for F1 through 14, but whatever lucky soul would like to go and read line by line, that would be appreciated.
the township manager, Derek Davis, Director of Finance, Kelly Brophy, Director of Public Works, Mark Miller, Director of Code Enforcement, Kelly Kraus, Building Inspectors, Brian Gilkins, Fire Marshal Wayne Brady, Building Code Official Kelly Kraus, Assistant Fire Marshal Edward Kilgore, Township Solicitor Lamb McErling, ZHB Solicitor Unra Turner Burke and Freeze, Township Engineer Panoni Associates, Emergency Management Coordinator Dwayne Brady, Assistant Emergency Management Coordinator Jessica Wilhelming, Delegate to Chester County Tax Collection Committee Kelly Brophy, Alternate Delegate to the Chester County Tax Collection Committee Dana Geider.
Thanks, Barbara. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Great, thanks again. Any board comments? Just want to make a quick comment, thank Land McErlane as well as Under for not raising the rates this year. With that, any comment in the room or on Zoom? If not, I will go ahead and call the motion. All in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Moving on to letter G, appoint depositories for township funds and authorize Director of Finance Treasurer to make investments at bank, paying the best rate of interest and with the best terms.
So just a quick note, Mr. Chairman, these are the same institutions we've been using, and Kelly, nothing has changed to my knowledge from any of the institutions we're using. So resolution 2026-01 is basically the same resolution as last year.
Thank you. I'd entertain a motion to appoint depositories for township funds and authorize director of finance treasurer to make investments at banks paying the best rate of interest and with the best terms.
Second.
Thank you, Barbara. Do we have any board comment? Any comment in the room? On Zoom? Okay, we'll call the motion. All in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it 5-0. Moving along to H. Derek.
Yes, we have every year PSATs, the Pennsylvania Township Supervisor Association, has a conference, but there's also a convention at the conference to vote on specific bylaws for that association. So we always appoint different the supervisors and then different employees for being able to attend that convention. So this year is 5 supervisors, manager, assistant to the manager, who is Ashley Novak, and the voting delegate would be myself. Alternate voting delegate would be Ashley Novak.
Thanks, Derek. I think we could, someone wants to make a motion, we can do H1 through 3 all at the same time. If anyone would like to make that motion.
I move to certify the delegates to the PSATS convention, items 1 through 3.
Thank you, Larry. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Great, Barbara with the second. Thank you. Any comment from the board? In the room? On Zoom? Okay, I'll go ahead and call the motion. All in favor? Aye. The ayes have it 5-0. Derek, the 2026 holiday schedule.
Thank you. So just the holiday schedule is basically similar from last year. Just 2 quick notes. Obviously, retroactively, January 2nd fell on a Friday, which is weird. So it was the 1st and 2nd, that was holiday. The only other thing is, because it is a governor's race year for the election, we've traditionally tried to do close down the township building on even years because we're a polling place, and we tried it one year and it just gets too nuts during the presidential or governor races to basically get anything done. So that would be November 3rd. Other than that, the holiday schedule would be identical to last year. And then, and then the meeting schedule, I didn't propose any changes, so we sunshined, advertised every Tuesday, just in case we need to meet at any time. But we are traditionally meeting on the 3rd Tuesday of the month with an option to have that first Tuesday as well, as sort of the game plan again, unless the board gives me other direction that was the way we were gonna go.
We're going to go from both of them at the same time. You want individual?
Yes.
Individual.
Yeah, and you're gonna be doing it at the same time, yeah.
Okay, I'd entertain a motion to confirm the 2026 holiday schedule as well as the 2026 meeting schedule.
Move to confirm 2026 holiday schedule and the 2026 meeting schedule.
Thank you, and second?
Second.
Thank you, Barbara. Any comment from the board on either issue? The only quick comment I would make is with how busy even off-year elections are, with 2 polling locations here, maybe in the future we should examine to see if they consider closing the township on. I mean, we had over 50% turnout.
Yeah, it was a big turnout this year, so.
So that's maybe something we should monitor moving forward. Just a thought. Okay, any comment in the room? Sure. Come on up to the mic, Larry. You can just state your name and if you are a township resident, please.
Good evening. My name is Clara Thorne, and I live here in East Goshen Township. Point of clarification, did you say the board meetings are only once a month?
So we schedule them for the technically the main meeting is the 3rd Tuesday. But the way we started doing it last year is at the end of the 3rd Tuesday meeting, we talk about if we need to meet on the 1st Tuesday. So it came out of a lot of different issues of a couple years ago was sometimes we didn't have anything to talk about. Other times it was more busy. So we thought it was a better way to handle it. It seemed to work okay last year. So it was sort of third week with the option to go to the first week for the next month.
Okay, so if we're someone who wants to plan our calendar and come to meetings, we should block both the first and the third Tuesday.
Yeah, and what I would say is too, everybody should get in touch with me in all seriousness after the third Tuesday. So again, so that third Wednesday, if you want to get in touch with me, email me, call the township building, we'll have clarification at that time. But we can also start, I mean, we usually didn't put out when we weren't meeting. It's also something we can do as well if people want to stay more informed. So, yeah.
Thanks, Claire. And one other thing too, I know the township sends emails out with the agenda normally the Thursday or Friday before the meeting as well. So
Yep.
I recommend signing up for our township emails as well. Thanks, Claire. Any other public comment in the room? Okay, we already have a motion in a second, so I like to call the motion to order, or I'm sorry, to the floor. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. The motion carries 5-0. Derek, did you want to go over, okay?
Yeah, I will. So, sorry. Yeah, I kind of give my little spiel every year on this, but this is not, so the Keystone Collection Agency, just so everybody's clear on it, it's earned income tax. It is not real estate tax. That's important because the earned income tax is collected on a county-wide level by a tax collection. It's at the intermediate unit level. Now we do have some representation, as you can see, there's delegates to the tax collection committee, but it is a centralized way that it goes about it. It stems from an act that was passed at the Commonwealth, I think back in 2009. So everything has to be on the county level. And then they have been going with Keystone for a while now, but I just like to say that because some people get mad at Keystone sometimes if they have information that's wrong or they're having issues with them and they blame us. You're more than welcome to get in touch with us because we definitely have contacts that we reach out to, but we do not do that internally. So I just want to let everybody know.
Thanks, Derek. With that, I would entertain a motion to appoint Malley LLP as our independent auditors for the township.
But that was Keystone Collection. I didn't say
Okay. Let me
That-
change
yeah.
that on here. You just,
no, that's next. The one, but that's next. The one.
I missed it, so I
Sorry.
highlighted that.
Yeah,
one.
no,
All right.
no problem.
I would entertain a motion to confirm Keystone Collection Agency to serve as our earned income and local services tax collector for the township.
I move to confirm that Keystone Collection Agency is the earned income and local services tax collector for the township.
Thanks, Ann, and second to Larry. Any board comment about this? Any comment in the room? On Zoom? Okay, go ahead and call the motion to the floor. All in favor? Aye. That was a little antsy to get to. Derek, back to Malley LLP.
Yeah, I mean, this is the auditing firm we've used since I've been around East Goshen. I think Kelly would also say they do a pretty good job. I mean, we've had no issues with them. They move quickly. They're efficient. They're transparent. So we would recommend continuing the auditing process, which starts fairly soon with Malley.
Thanks, Derek. I would entertain a motion to appoint Malley LLP as our independent auditors for the township.
I move to appoint Malley LLP as independent auditor.
Second.
Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Barbara, for the second. Any board comment? Any comment in the room? On Zoom? Let's call a motion. All in favor? Aye. The ayes have it. 5-0. Derek, Emergency Services Provider Resolution 2026-02.
So this is another perfunctory resolution we pass every year. This is to establish the emergency service boundaries for all three of the entities that serve East Goshen, Good Fellowship Ambulance, Goshen Fire, and Malvern Fire.
Thank you. I entertain a motion to approve resolution 2026-02, designating the emergency service providers for East Goshen Township.
So moved.
Barbara, thank you for the move, and did you second that? Sir? Okay, great, thank you. Any comment from the board? Any comment from the room? On Zoom? Okay, call motion. All in favor? Aye. The ayes have it. 5-0. Moving along to the 2026 fee schedule.
So there was, so I did something a little different this year where I showed the proposed fee changes in purple, and then I kind of did a corresponding sheet to show sort of what the thinking was behind it. Some of it, actually, a lot of it is consolidation. One of the fees is actually going down just because it was grouped in with another fee it probably didn't need to be, and that's the fence walls and new impervious surface. So everything's right there, kind of explain what we're doing. There were a minor correction I needed to make. I think the return check was on there for $20. That's actually been 35. And then the fixed rate for sewer, it says 55.61, but I know it's 66. Is it 66.12, Kevin? Yeah. So that was 66.12, I believe, is the fixed rate for the sewer charges. So we may have gone back into a different version of the fee schedule, so I apologize for that. But those are the two corrections I need to make before the board passes it. And then the other ones, changes in purple, are listed in the proposed fee changes explained sheet.
Thanks, Derek. With that, I'd entertain a motion to approve the fee changes for 2026, the fee schedule, excuse me.
I move to confirm and establish the 2026 fee schedule, resolution 2026 -03.
Thank you, Larry. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Barbara. Any board comment about the fee schedule? Any comment in the room? On Zoom? All right, with that, I'll call the motion. All in favor? Aye. Ayes carried 5-0. Derek, the Delaware Valley Workers' Compensation Trust.
Yeah, this is just a vote. This Delaware Valley Workers' Compensation Trust, we actually have Delaware Valley Trust for health insurance and workers' compensation, but this is the vote to authorize participation in that as we do every year.
Thank you. With that, I'd open up the floor for a motion to support the participation in the Delaware Valley Workers' Compensation Trust.
So move.
Thank you, Barbara. Second.
Second.
Thank you, Pete. Any comment from the board about this? Any comment in the room? Come on up to the mic, please. If you state your name, please, and if you're a township resident, which I know you are, that's all right.
Jim Christensen, 612 Meadow Drive. Based on that, it's a compensation trust, so obviously there's lots of members that can come and go from that trust. Do we shop the prices of health insurance and services for the retirement fund outside of that on an annual basis? Or do we always accept whatever the trust tells?
So we do, there's a couple of different organizations we use. Health has been in Delaware Valley Trust since I've been around 5 years ago. We have not shopped that. Workers' comp, we actually switched to Delaware Valley.
If somebody needs to mute, that's on.
Yeah, that was. So we did shop that around and got a better deal, we thought, with Delaware Valley Trust. We are not, and then our liability trust is with MRM Trust. And we actually shopped that with Delaware Valley 3 years ago, and we did not switch because it wasn't worth it. So we do, in conjunction with finance, we do look at those prices every year.
Annually, biannually, every 2 years?
Yeah, we've generally done at least one of them every 2 or 3 years. I will say Delaware Valley Trust is a huge insurance pool around here, so not only are the prices tough to beat, they have a lot of dividends that as the longer you're in the trust, the more you get back in terms of, and then they have it's almost like the State Farm commercials, the multi-policy discounts and stuff like that. So, but yeah, we do look at that every other year, every 3 years.
Okay. Business that I'm in, they usually based on lower prices, the average price. Sometimes it's great to stay in a trust. Sometimes it's good to step out, step back in.
Yep.
I just wanted to.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jim. Appreciate that. Okay. Any more comment in the room? Okay. With that, I would bring the motion to the floor here to authorize our participation. All in favor?
Aye.
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 The ayes have it, 5-0. And then agenda letter P, just announcing the continuance of all other applicable resolutions that were adopted previously. Anything for that, Derek?
Nope, no, we're good. Thank you.
Great. Okay, chairman's report. The township building will be closed Monday, January 19th in recognition of MLK Junior Day. I'm going to rearrange the agenda as a prerogative of the chair. First off, I want to publicly shout out in the back of the room, we have our public works guys. If you ever wonder why we always have the best roads during the snow or not during the snow, it's because of those guys. If you ever have a sewer main break, those are the guys that show up. They do a great job. So thanks guys for being here. It's funny. Sometimes my wife walks the dog in a different township and she always complains about how those township roads are never done, but it's always great driving through our township. So great job, guys. But with that, I want to go ahead and move up the crusher contract to this part of the agenda. Open bids. Derek, do you want to go over this?
Yeah, so we opened bids for crusher equipment from Hoffman. Hoffman Equipment was the only one that was received, so the results were below. The equipment only comes in if we rent it. It's not anything we have in-house, so crusher, I don't know, Mark, what specifically do we usually use the crusher for? I mean,
Right, twice a year for all the stuff, they got concrete curbing, blacktop. We name it, whatever's down Milltown, we want it through it. Crush it down like each of the hand the size, and we use it for trail, for shoulders of the road and so forth.
Gotcha.
If we had to take it to the landfill, it'd be $100.
Yeah, great.
Plus you're not buying any snow.
Right.
Thanks, Mark. With that, I'd entertain a motion to give the bid to Hoffman Equipment for the crusher for 2026.
So moved.
A second.
A second.
Great. Any board comment about the crusher contract? Any comment in the room? You? All motions, all in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it, 5-0. Tonight, we don't have any police or EMS reports, no financial report, no minutes or treasurer's report. Public hearings, we don't have any. Old business, we do not have any either. New business, consider ABC appointments.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So, the sheet put out on the agenda last week was the best information we had at the time. We did get another application in over the weekend. And that was another one for potential planning commission, and that was somebody by the name of William Kaufman. So his name was added to the list of potential ABC appointments. Other than that, I think everything you see in front of you is accurate. There was a member who is currently on Conservancy that was vying for a planning commission spot, so that may shake things up if that person gets appointed planning commission. Then there would be no quote unquote contested race in Conservancy. So, but obviously this is the prerogative of the board. If they wish to vote on them individually as a whole, I'll break it down however you want, but we probably read the names obviously as you appoint, but this is totally up to the board for appointments or reappointments.
How would the board feel if we did a motion for the uncontested BSAC pipeline, Parks and Rec, zoning hearing board, and pension committee all in one motion? Then we can move to planning commission and see what the results of that are, and then move to Conservancy last, and then vacancy board follow.
Okay.
Agreed.
Agreed.
All right, so I would open floor to a motion to reappoint. And do you want the names of just read the name of all the applicants?
Yeah, we probably read the names.
Sure, then we'll have fun doing that.
I'm going to reappoint Eric Meyer to Conservancy. Mary Kruger, is this
We're gonna
right?
start with.
Do you mind if we, yeah, we'll say Conservancy. Yeah, we'll do ESAC pipeline. Yep,
I offer
that's okay.
appointment of Mary Kruger, who we sat, Mary LaFosse, the pipeline. You wanted to move to,
If you mind reading the new applicants as well.
Yeah, I think let's go through the ESAT. I think let's,
I thought we
We're
just
doing
doing
all-
reappointments.
Well, I
All the
think it was,
Contested,
yeah, I think it was one board.
so everything but conservancy and planning.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah, I can do it real quick. So the ESAC reappointment would be Mary Kruger. The two new applicants would be Maria O'Hara and Robert Murray. So that's 3 vacancies for the 3 people that are vying for the spots. Pipeline Task Force, Mary McCluskey and David Shuey would be the new applicant. Mary McCluskey would be the reappointment. So that is still have a couple of vacancies there, just as a heads up. Parks and Rec reappointment would be Karen Batavio and Peter Newt. And then new applicant would be William Quinn, so that would be fill all 3 vacancies. And then we would have zoning hearing board as Jim Christensen, who actually served as alternate already on the ZHB. And that was the only applicant, so he's technically being, says reappointment, but he's being as a ZHB member, full member this time. And then pension committee would be Timothy O'Reilly, Bill Smith, David Shuey, and then myself.
Thanks, Derek.
So I move that we appoint the non-contested seats that Derek just read into their ABC positions. For
Second.
2026.
I think Larry got you barely at the end. So thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Larry. Do we have any board comment? I just want to thank everyone for doing this. It's takes a lot of time and you don't get paid for it, so I appreciate that. With that, do we have any comments in the room? On Zoom? Call the motion to the floor. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. With that, we will go ahead and move to Planning Commission. With that, I would make a motion to reappoint Fred Pioggia and Mike Paganelli.
Mr. Chairman, I move to appoint,
We need to,
Yeah, you can just not, and if there's no second, then the motion
there
fails and
wasn't a
then.
second.
all right,
Okay, with no second, we'll go ahead and open a motion to then appoint Karen Martinek and Bill Kaufman as the new appointees to Planning Commission.
Second,
So she has the motion. Anyone has a second?
I'll second.
Okay. Any comments from the board? I just want to thank Mike and Fred for their service on Planning Commission. Any comments in the room? Zoom. Okay, with that, I will call for it. All in favor?
aye.
The ayes have it 5-0. Congratulations, Karen and Bill. Moving right along to Conservancy now, with the openings and if now with Karen's new appointment to Planning Commission, I would entertain a motion to reappoint Eric Meyer and fill the 2 new applicants of Susan Finessi and Julietta Kalman.
So move.
Thank you. A second.
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 Thank you, Larry.
Mhm.
Any comment from the board? Comment from the room? Zoom? Okay, call motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Then I would open up the floor for nominations for vacancy boards.
I move to appoint Lisa Rubinow to the vacancy board.
And I
Be
second
chair of
that.
the vacancy board.
And I second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Board comment? I have a lot of comments tonight, so I apologize. I texted Lisa over the weekend and I asked every vacancy chair applicant each year if the person who was to resign from the board, whatever party that they would be, I always asked the vacancy board chair if they would respect the will of the voters. So if a Republican was to step down, that they would then fill the spot with the Republican, a Democrat the same. And she said that she would do that if that has to happen. So I appreciate that with that. So I do plan on supporting Lisa, but that was the only board comment I had. I don't know if anyone else had anything before I open up to comment in the room about vacancy chair. Okay, Zoom? I have a motion and I have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it 5-0. Okay, so we are through the ABC appointments. And then appointment of ESAC chair there.
Yeah, I didn't really actually get a name for this, Mr. Chairman, as far as who the ESAC was wanting to appoint chair. So I guess it's the prerogative of the board to do that tonight. I guess it's, Mary was chair last year, so you can always appoint Mary if she does not want the job again. We can always kind of tackle that at the next meeting.
I move that we appoint Mary Kruger as chair of ESAC until we get further recommendations from the ESAC.
I seconded.
Great, thank you. Any board comment about that? We have a meeting in January.
Believe they
We should
do,
know in
yeah.
February, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Any comment from the room? Zoom? Okay. All in favor of appointing Mary Kruger as ESAC chair? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, the ayes have it 5-0. Board liaisons. We already went over a few of these at the top of the agenda. But I can read through them and see if anyone would be willing to move it. Entertain a motion to move myself as the chair and police commissioner, Barbara Emery as the vice chair, our Westchester COG representative, and our alternate to our police commission, Ann Duffield to Conservancy, Pipeline Task Force, Parks and Rec, Peter to continue serving as our fire EMS liaison, as well as our municipal authority. And then Larry as our planning commission, ESAC, and pension committee.
That's a move.
Thank you, Larry. Do you hear a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any comment from the board on the ABC appointments? Okay. Any comment from the room? Zoom? Okay. Call the motion. All in favor?
Aye.
We already did the pressure contract. And then Derek, letter E.
Yeah, I just wanted to announce real quick, we'll have more information on this, Ashley and I, going forward, but March 10th, just preliminarily, so all the ABC members know, that'll be our planning session for the ABCs. We do that every other year to sort of get in the room together with the board members and have a couple hour meeting, and then the ABC members can present what they're planning on working on, some ideas for their particular authority, board, or commission for the next couple of years. So again, that'll be March 10th, and we'll try to get more information out to all the ABC members before the end of January.
Thanks, sir. Anyone have any comments or questions about that?
That's 6:45 PM.
That's today's meeting.
Oh, that's the date.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Guys, we don't know the time.
No, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other matter?
It's like we're a little ahead of schedule.
Too bad.
It was pretty close. It's pretty close.
Any other matter?
I actually do have any other matter. Just the next meeting date, I think I heard from it's been a long 2 weeks with my kids home, so apologize, but I think I remember somebody, a couple of members saying the January 20th meeting may not work. So I'm just trying to explore alternatives to that. It's slim pickings for the boardroom in January right now, as far as an alternative date in January. So I don't know if the board wants to entertain that idea, or if you want to move and just meet twice in February. So that would be February 3rd and the 17th. And this can legally count as your January meeting, just to announce that.
3 and 2/17. Great, thank you.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and move to public comment. I ask that if you do have any public comment, that it's related to township business, succinct to the point if possible. With that, I'd like to open up the floor to public comment if we have anything. Start with the room.
I'm Clara Thorne, and I live in East Goshen Township. I don't know if I can propose or just make a comment that I will think about changing chairman, to chairperson, or simply chair. That's it.
Thank you for that. I have a pet peeve of how sometimes they're different sizes and they're different lettering already. So we're in the works right now of potentially changing all of that. So I think the staff will take that into consideration.
I usually just say chair and vice chair already. so I
Perfect.
don't-
Any other I'm sorry. Any other comment? Okay, we have no liaison reports. Any correspondence, reports of interest to report? With that, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 5-0. Thank you everyone for being here tonight.